He's cool, be nice. No, I mean, I have no issues with this content creator. I don't know. No shade to the smaller content creators. No, I'm just like shocked that you were able to find this. No, it's just a podcast I listened to. Like 3 days of only PvP because nobody believed you were good at the game. It was so funny. Yeah. It was pretty funny that every single person would be like, no, dude, you suck. And it was like literally I died one time. And I did that over and over again. Okay, anyway, let's go. Let's watch. Marjorie Taylor Greene clashes with Ocasio-Cortez in Catholic hearing. I got to pee.
Recognition.
Mr.
Chair
Chairman,
recognizes Ms. Greene.
I'd like to know if any of the Democrats on this committee are employing Judge Merchan's daughter.
Please tell me what that has to do with Merrick Garland.
Is she a porn star?
Oh, Goldman. That's right. He's advising. Okay.
He's advising who? What? Do you know what we're here for? You know we're here about
just
AG.
I don't think you know what you're here for.
Well, you the one talking about. I guess
I think your fake eyelashes are messing up.
No,
what you're
ain't
reading.
nothing.
Hold on.
Listen.
Order.
Mr. Chairman,
That's beneath
would
even
you
you,
please
Mr. Green.
regain
That's beneath
order
even
of your
you.
committee?
Order.
Please.
There's a point of order.
We have a point of order. Mr. Lynch, state your point.
Mr. Chairman, I would just like to ask the parliamentarian if your conduct here in raising money in connection with this hearing is referable to the Ethics Committee within this hearing. Is a motion in order to refer your conduct and your abuse of
It's not a
process?
point of order. not a
Mr.
point
I
of
do
order.
have a point of order, and I would like to move to take down Ms. Greene's words. That is absolutely unacceptable. How dare you
meeting will
attack the
suspend.
physical
Meeting will
appearance of another
suspend.
person?
Are your
Move
feelings hurt?
her words down.
Oh,
Are your feelings hurt? God, she's so gross, dude. She's so gross. Are your feelings hurt? It's the classic. I just pissed and shit in my diapers. Aren't you owned moment? I've destroyed you by the classic gambit. I right here have pissed and shit in my pants. And now you are overcome with the smell of dookie coming directly from my diapers. And here you are complaining about the dookie smell. It seems to me like I have owned you with my dookie smell coming directly out of my diapers. Ha ha! Once again, a masterful gambit by me. And it's just like, what are you doing? What the f are you doing? Anyway.
Oh, girl, baby girl.
oh, really?
Don't even play. with
Baby
me.
girl?
We're gonna,
I don't think.
We are gonna.
Oh my God. By the way, this conversation is so funny because she is absolutely white trash as f here when she's the one who like breaks decorum first. But it doesn't matter because both AOC and her other target, I forget her name, she's actually very cool, are you know, black and brown. So obviously white supremacists look at that and don't even think about Jasmine Crockett. Yeah. The white supremacists look at the situation and don't recognize that like Marjorie Taylor Greene is a gross monster and immediately hit the aesthetics of Jasmine Crockett and AOC being like, in their words, ghetto, right? Like this is what the f they're saying here. It's like, oh yeah, what has happened to our Congress, which used to be white? The comment about fake eyelashes is so Midwestern, white racist too. It's like, bro, you're Marjorie Taylor Greene. You look like a goddamn Attack on Titan. You look like the smiling Titan. You can't be talking about other people's appearances, dude. Like, what happened? You literally look like the manifestation of evil. Like, you look like you did so many horrific things in a past life that God punished you by making you look that way. You are hard to look at. Physically, you are literally hard to look at. You're hard to be around. You're hard to look at. It's wild to me that she's out here talking about the appearances of other people. It's like, dude, what are you saying? Like, in her position, I'm never bringing that shit up, okay? If I'm in her position, I'm running that classic like, well, you know, when you body shame me by calling me a Titan, I might not be able to hear your words, but your best friend that also looks like a Titan from Attack on Titan will hear your words instead, and they will be very upset, to which I would always say, nobody looks like that. Only you do. You know what I mean? But if I'm in her shoes, I'm constantly like, do not body shame me, please. Do not body shame me, please. Jasmine Crockett said, so Marjorie Taylor Greene wanted to talk about my appearance in committee. It's against the rules to do. She refused to apologize. The chairman ruled it was okay. And I asked for clarification about what qualifies as engaging in personalities and basically wanted to know if I could talk shit about her appearances as, well, you know what she looks like, right? People in glass houses. This is what happens when mentally deficient people who can't read and follow rules or just give a damn somehow end up in Congress. Oh my God, she cooked. Let's watch the rest of the clip.
We're going to move and we're going to take your words down.
I second that motion.
Ms. Greene, do you wish to strike your words?
I have 4 minutes and 21 seconds to speak.
I think we have to do the motion first, and then unless there's another motion, then you'll be recognized again. But I believe there's another motion coming. So you agree to strike your words?
Yeah. I'll
Okay.
agree.
Ms. Greene agrees to strike her words.
I believe she
Chair
needs to
recognizes
apologize. No, no, no. She needs
Perry,
to
okay,
apologize.
hold on. Then after Mr. Perry's going to be recognized, then Ms. Greene
I'm not
has 4 minutes and
apologizing.
21
Well,
seconds.
then
Okay,
you're
reserve
not
the right to
striking your
object.
words.
I am
Mr.
not
Chair,
apologizing.
Now let's go. Come on, guys.
Why don't you debate me?
Mr. Chairman, the
it's
minority.
pretty
No,
self-evident.
you're not.
Yeah, you're
out
not.
of order.
You don't have enough
You're out of order.
intelligence.
Chair recognizes Mr. Perry.
Okay, move to strike
I'd
the.
like to
I
strike
move to
those
strike the
words
lady's
as well.
words.
I would like to strike
Strike
those
the lady's
as well.
words again.
Ms. Greene, do you ask unanimous? Do you agree to unanimous consent to strike your words?
I repeat again for the second time. Yes, I'll strike
right.
my words,
That-
but I'm not
all right.
apologizing.
Without objection. So Ms. Greene asked unanimous consent to strike her words. Mr. Raskin objected. I'm going to recognize Mr. Raskin for his objection. No, we're not counting against. Ms. Greene has 4 minutes and 21 seconds left. This will not count against her time.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I reserve the right to object because the understanding of the minority is that the gentlelady from Georgia would move to take her words down and strike her words and to offer a sincere apology for having engaged in personalities against another member, offending her personal appearance and insulting her. We don't do that in this committee. And I think the
It's crazy, dude. Where is that Marjorie Titan Greene? Hold on, I'm tweeting this. I'm gonna do that again. Marjorie Titan Greene looking ass. Wait, when you Google Marjorie Titan Greene, this is the first tweet that comes up. You know what? I'm just gonna quote tweet this. I said Marjorie Titan Greene talking about the appearance of other congresspersons is wild. You literally are uniquely ugly, looking like God punished you. Which one should I use? MT Green or Rep MTG? MT Green, right? All right, I'll do both. I don't want to get blocked on both, though. She can't block you on her government account, I think. Like, this is the person we're talking about. Just to remind everybody, like, the person who's, like, talking about other people's, like, looks or whatever, she was even hard to look at 30, 40 years ago. Wait, what? That's not that bad. I mean, she looks normal. Is that actually her? What happened to her? There's no way that's her. There's no way that's her. That looks like a normal human. She, like, bro, she literally, what does she eat? The ugly fruit? Like, what happened? She actually unironically looks like shit. I don't know how. I don't know why. The Uggo fruit. All right. Anyway, probably the divorce. No, man. Haas, you are mean. Guys. Okay. There is not another person that looks like her. Okay. You can't be like, bro, don't body shame her. Don't body shame her. Like what's the counter to that? What's the counter to that? Are you going to be like, Marjorie won't hear your words, which I hope she does because I tagged her. But like your friend that looks like a smiling Titan will? What do you mean? Like, there's no one that looks like her. She is so uniquely ugly, bro. I don't know how else to explain it. She ate the ugly no me devil fruit. She's going to tweet this back at you. Yeah, except I'm jacked, okay? Yeah, that's right. I'm the Beast Titan. That's a dub. Post my dubs harder. I'm jacked. I can control all the other Titans. Suck my dick. You know what I mean? She looks like the patient on Grey's Anatomy that had her head crushed in the ferry accident, but before she healed. Oh, what the? She's aspiring to be the only other type of woman Oda knows how to draw. Yeah, exactly. You know how we talked about Oda knows how to draw women only as like the insane proportion babes, or just the ugliest woman you've ever seen in your entire life. And Marjorie Titan Greene just looks like the second kind. I love this video, dude. She is such a freak, dude. Oh, it's awesome. No shot. Your chat says she looks like this. It wasn't my chat. It was MHUD that said that. Yeah, bro. She's a victim of a fairy crush incident. Okay. Ay, ay, ay. It's just like, I can't believe it, dude. Like I said, it's just like one of those sequences where you just don't expect someone who has such a valid opening in that regard to turn around and pop off on this front. It's like Marjorie Taylor Greene complaining that complaining about other congresspersons like not knowing how to read or some shit. You know what I mean? It's like Marjorie Taylor Greene being like, well, guess what? Your marriage failed because you cheated with your CrossFit instructor. It's like, no, bitch, you did that, actually. Like, that was you. It's a weird aspect of you to just like you, I guess what we hate in others is what we see in ourselves, and we hate ourselves, you know, that type of shit. It's like, I can't believe you have ugly feet. You are also kipping in your pull-ups, okay? It's like, no, dude, that's you, man. That's you. Someone has sex with her, you. She fucked a lot, okay? It's like, what do you mean? What do you mean? Your relationship failed with your life partner because you cheated on him with your Maoist CrossFit instructor. Yes, this is an oddly specific term of... this is an oddly specific thing that I am referencing, and certainly do not Google that for me. Okay? Do not Google my name, Marjorie Taylor Greene, with CrossFit instructor and infidelity. Do not do that. That was actually other people.
Major problem was that we allowed pornography in this committee, and we've gone down a bad road. But in any event, we should not allow face-to-face ad hominem insults. It's totally contrary to the rules of the House of Representatives. And I would ask Ms. Greene...
Why are we shaming her? Honestly, I'm not even shaming her. I think it's impressive that you are like a horrific monster, okay? You're a monstrous looking person, both inside and out, and you're still running that shit, okay? Like the fact that Marjorie Taylor Greene gets dick on the low and also all the time, while there are still chatters out here complaining about how like women don't understand me, blah, 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 blah. It's like, bro, look at her, okay? Look at her. She is a gooner through and through. Think about that. Don't act like you wouldn't. I'm telling you right now, like, shoot me in the head with that No Country for Old Men cow gun instead in a video game. That is the worst thing. Like the worst punishment of all time. Can Marjorie Taylor Greene be a 7? No. Marjorie Taylor Greene is a MILF. I guess she's a horrible person, but I cleaned up. Okay, stop, chat. You're lying. You're lying to yourselves, and it is truly unconscionable. Like, it is unacceptable. Lying to this degree is not allowed, okay? I will ban you. I'm going to start banning you motherfuckers, actually. You cannot be that horny, man. That is illegal. That is not allowed. That is not good for you. Get help. Subscribe for $5 at the top of the hour, okay? Start moisturizing. Go to the gym. Put down the computer. No more being on your phones, okay? Go work out. Don't go to a CrossFit gym where Marjorie Taylor Greene is at, though, because it seems like you're real horned up. You really underestimate your chat, bruv. That is crazy. Hasan never been in the middle of Kansas and it shows. Yeah, man, I'm good. You know, I'm good. I'm not going out there. Bestiality is wrong, chat, and illegal. You're right, actually. It is wrong. It is illegal. And chat is over here participating in that shit. It's not even bestiality at that point. It's like interspecies shit. Like beyond species that normally exist in the world. Yeah. Get some skincare going. Get gifted a sub if you're lucky at the top of the hour. The 3-minute ad break is coming for you. Do some self-care and, you know, pray to God, I think. I don't know. Go to church. Go to the mosque. Go to the synagogue. Pray. Pray immediately to save yourself, okay? Here's the 3-minute ad break now. But you alien, be consistent? Yeah, a hot alien. The f do you mean? Like when I say alien, I'm talking about like Mass Effect, okay? So like when I say I'd alien, I don't mean like I would f every alien, okay? Calm down.
She would just make the apology. It's not that complicated. We don't want to get into face-to-face insults.
You will never get an apology out of me. I don't owe
then
you
I
one.
object. Then
I hate Lauren Boebert too. I hate Lobo too. I think those, look, the thing is, like, I don't understand. I don't understand how people don't see this. Like, people that say like, oh, Lobo's hot. Like, you guys are just so horny. Like, for me in particular, like, obviously physical appearance like plays a role in everyone's understanding of attraction, but like both of them are so awful. Like, it just, like, they are so awful. I don't know how else to describe it. Like, they are just ginormous pieces of shit who are also incredibly stupid. That, like, there is no way, like, there is no attraction there. They are truly repulsive individuals. Like, I don't understand it. Like, in order for someone, I'll keep it consistent, okay? In order for someone to, for me to be able to overcome their truly heinous viewpoints, like, they have to be above and beyond attractive, okay? Like, we're talking like Gal Gadot or some shit. It's not happening in any other circumstance. Like, you're insane. Like, Lauren Boebert is just like your average lot lizard, and you're over here being like, oh, she's so hot. It's like, bro, she's like an Oklahoma 4, okay? Like, what are we talking about? Like, I'm not saying it's impossible, but in order for someone to be able to overcome their horrifyingly bad point of view, they have to be like a once in a lifetime beauty, like unimaginable. Some of us are in Oklahoma, you coastal elite is. Yeah, well, then you can confirm. Actually, she's not an Oklahoma 4, but like she's probably higher in Oklahoma. All right, let's continue with this dumbass clip.
object, Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Raskins objects.
I think we don't want to see a complete dissent of our committee. And the verbatim quote of the gentlelady was, "I think your fake eyelashes are messing up your reading." That is what she said. I think your fake eyelash, and that's obviously engaging in personalities. It's an ad hominem attack, and I would just ask every member of this committee, in a fair-minded way, would you want to be talked to in that way about your personal appearance by another member of the committee? Because what we're doing is we're setting standards going forward.
Yeah, I mean, this is unironically the exact same thing, but this time like the misogyny edition, which, by the way, I'm leaning into, and I apologize to all the female watchers right now. I apologize to the women HasanAbi heads out there for the many instances of my me being misogynistic today. But the reality of the matter is, this is basically the misogyny edition or misogynoir, and the same exact like white supremacist overtones that you see in Congress when Tom Cotton will be like, that's right, this is why we must execute everyone who's pro-Palestinian. Those Arab dogs must go away. Or he can turn around and be like, what kind of Chinese are you, boy, to the Singaporean TikTok CEO. And like, that doesn't require any censuring whatsoever. But Rashida Tlaib will say, from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free, an emancipatory slogan. And immediately they're like, shut the up. That's it. Marjorie Taylor Greene, as a white woman on the Republican side of the Congress, can turn around and be like, yeah, it's like your wig sucks, your eyelashes are long, or whatever the right? Well, actually, for her to shit on a black woman's hair would require her to like at least know a little bit more reading about black culture. And I think she's like way too racist to even know anything about that. That's why she just like immediately went for the eyelashes. But regardless, like she hits that line. It's obviously not appropriate at all. Okay, it's obviously not even remotely appropriate, and yet they think it's okay. They think it's all right. Every other day of the week, if anybody else from the other side actually reduced Marjorie Taylor Greene to her dog shit looks, which, by the way, I am doing because I am being a little bit misogynistic. Okay, but like any other day, they would be like, well, that's not allowed, especially if it's coming from a brown woman. Especially if it's coming from a black woman.
Just curious, just to better understand your ruling, if someone on this committee then starts talking about somebody's bleach blonde, bad built butch body, that would not be engaging in personalities, correct?
A what now?
Ha! Oh my God. I'm gonna run that again.
This committee then starts talking about somebody's bleach blonde, bad built butch body, that would not be engaging in personalities, correct?
A what now?
Chairman, I make a motion to strike those words.
I don't think that's
Hold on.
I'm trying to find clarification on what quality.
Chairman, motion to strike
I had no
those
idea
words.
what you just said.
We're not gonna do this. Look, you guys, earlier literally just
Oh,
said
you
Marjorie-
just- you just
voted to do
Y'all
it.
did it first, so you don't want to talk about
voted to do it.
Say you're gonna get
Order,
Marjorie
order.
on
I'm
the
trying to
lead.
get
Okay.
clarification.
Now all of a sudden it's like, oh, excuse me, we need decorum in this house right now. And by decorum, I mean you can be as white trash as you want to, but the moment a black woman speaks out of turn, all of a sudden we got some fucking problems, okay? Can't believe you.
Clarification.
Look at, calm down. Calm
No,
down.
because this
I
is
would
what
like to
y'all
get
do.
through proceedings.
So I'm trying
Hey,
to
Ms.
get
Crockett,
clarification.
you're not
Y'all wanna
recognized.
play
Ms.
games.
I can't hear
Crockett.
you with your
And you
yelling.
don't want
Calm
me to
down.
Be,
Can
no,
you please calm
don't
down?
tell me to calm down.
Calm down.
Because y'all
Please
talk
calm
noise,
down.
and then you
You're
can't
out of
take
control.
Because if I
Look,
come,
Chairman,
if I
can
come
we
and
send
talk
a
about
break
her,
for 5
y'all
minutes?
gonna have a problem.
Mr.
Order.
Chairman.
Bro, dude. Oh, every day that goes by, we get closer and closer to my dream of having people in Congress basically fucking throw hands. Like, that's awesome.
Talk
Calm
noise,
down.
and then you
You're
can't
out of
take
control.
Laura Boebert locking her car door spiritually.
Because if I
Look,
come,
Chairman,
if I
can
come
we
and
send
talk
a
about
break
her,
for 5
y'all
minutes?
gonna have a problem.
Mr.
Order.
Chairman.
Okay, let's hear what Raskin said when she hit that bar. Hold on.
Ad hominem attack, and I would just ask every member of this committee, in a fair-minded way, would you want to be talked to in that way about your personal appearance by another member of the committee? Because what we're doing is we're setting standards going forward.
I'm just curious, just to better understand your ruling. If someone on this committee then starts talking about somebody's bleach blonde, bad built butch body, that would not,
Look at Raskin.
not be engaging in personalities, correct?
A what now?
He cracked a smile. It's all right, brother. You fucking defeated cancer, okay? You can laugh at that a little bit, all right? You got
Chairman,
You're allowed.
I make a motion to strike those words.
I don't think that's
Hold
a
on.
I'm
parliament.
trying to find clarification on what qualifies.
Chairman,
didn't-
motion to
I had-
strike.
Oh no. He's like, oh God. Bleach blonde, bad built, butch body. Oh God, it's great. I mean, listen. I'm not gonna sit here and say two wrongs don't make a right, because it makes me feel good. I don't give a shit. It's awesome. Now, of course, obviously, the way this will be perceived by a lot of people will be, oh, an angry black person, and no one on the other side will take into consideration that Marjorie Taylor Greene is literally the one who's breaking decorum. What is this? While claiming Jewish heritage, Anna Paulina Luna forgot to mention her Nazi grandfather. Wait, what? What? Hey, yo, what? You covered this before? No, I did not. Did I? I don't remember this person at all. Bober shut up to not catch smoke during this, but still got caught thinking none of the cameras were on her. Oh yeah, I saw this. We were just looking at it. Yeah, well, because she's a fucking fake Christian, by the way. Phony Christian. Can't even do the cross right.
No
Strike those
idea what
words.
you just said.
We're not gonna do this. Look, you guys earlier literally just
Oh,
said
You
Marjorie-
Y'all did it
just
first.
voted to do
Y'all
it.
did it first, so you don't want to talk about
voted to do
Say
it.
you're gonna get
Order,
Marjorie
order.
on
I'm
the
trying to
lead.
get
Okay.
clarification.
Look at calm.
Remember, this is coming after. This is coming after they said it was fine for Marjorie Taylor Greene to say that her eyebrows, Ms. Crockett's eyebrows, are causing her to not read correctly or something.
Down. calm
No,
down.
no, 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 because this
I
is
would
what
like to
y'all
get
do.
through proceedings.
So I'm trying
Hey,
to
Ms.
get
Crockett,
clarification.
you're not
Y'all wanna
recognized.
play
Ms.
games.
I can't hear
Crockett.
you with your
And you
yelling.
don't want me
Calm
to
down.
Be,
Can
no,
you please calm
don't
down?
tell me to calm down.
Calm down.
Calm down. Calm down. All right, not eyebrows. Sorry, eyelashes. I apologize. It's just like it's classic bullshit. It's classic bullshit. You say some unhinged shit, and then you get like, you say some unhinged shit that has like racial undertones as well. That's like very undermining. You get protected by the institution while simultaneously saying that. And then when the other person obviously understandably gets like emotional about it, then you go, oh, why are you being so emotional? It's like literally the same exact fucking principle behind how debate lords operate. Haha, you have been destroyed. It seems to me like you got quite emotional about my very obvious baiting.
Because y'all
Please
talk
calm
noise,
down.
and then you
You're
can't
out of
take
control.
Because if I
Look,
come,
Chairman,
if I
can
come
we
and
send
talk
a
about
break
her,
for 5
y'all
minutes?
gonna have a
Mr.
problem.
Chairman, Mr.
Order.
Chairman.
Who wants to take a whack at this? I mean, these people are elected.
This just goes to the whole thing we're talking about all day.
I mean, anyway, by the way, Jasmine Crockett's response, Congresswoman Texas 30, Jasmine Crockett's response to this was, so Marjorie Taylor Greene wanted to talk about my appearance in committee. It's against the rules to do. She refused to apologize. The chairman ruled that it was okay. And I asked for clarification about what qualifies in engaging in personalities and basically wanted to know if I could talk shit about her appearance as, well, y'all know what she looks like, right? People in glass houses. This is what happens when mentally deficient people who can't read or follow rules or just don't give a damn somehow end up in Congress. Now, one thing to remember is that Jasmine Crockett is literally a fucking attorney. Okay? Before she was a representative, she was an attorney. Marjorie Taylor Greene, on the other hand, is a failed daughter who is a real estate developer. Obviously, because she is black, she's a black woman, people will refuse to reckon with Marjorie Taylor Greene's idiocy and will openly just call her ghetto. Okay? Oh, Congress got so ghetto.
You don't want to talk about.
Which is crazy to me. It's crazy. Bro, you are literally between her and Marjorie Taylor Greene, who has gotten more than like third grade reading. Like, what are we talking about here? Immediately, it's like, oh, she's black, Marjorie is white, so obviously she's reduced to a lower class of human being for her behavior, for her getting emotional. When white people get emotional, and this, by the way, this dynamic exists amongst women and men as well. When women get emotional, they're hysterical. When men get emotional, they're oftentimes seen as like championing a cause, right? So that's something you always have to consider. And of course, that same dynamic exists between white women and black women. When a white woman gets emotional or says some shit, obviously, depending on the circumstances, if she's going up against a black woman, she's not going to be seen as like ghetto in the same way that a black woman responding to that will be seen as aggressive, maybe even violent. So it's something to always remember. Men are assertive. Men are dominant. Men are alpha. When women get that way, they're hysterical. They're emotional. They're not able to control their emotions. This is something that I have talked about before, way back in the day. A lot of edgy, nihilistic, out of touch teenagers and people who are mentally and emotionally stunted and behave like teenagers, despite the fact that they're like 45-year-old divorced IT specialists or whatever online, will oftentimes engage in discourse. They love discourse in the way where they'll say something that is like obviously racist, right? Like the N-word or whatever. And then if a black person on the other side responds in kind, okay, and says things that are incisive, says things that are explosive. Then nobody hyper focuses on the starting point of that conversation. Okay. And everybody goes, look at how aggressive and violent this black man is. And that's it. It happens all the time. What is this? It's over, buddy. I knew you and Lud were buddying up.
Let's go.
Wait, what?
9/11. Let's go.
What a round
Two
finish.
more. Two more.
I thought once again.
Oh my
somehow-
God. 2 more? Demanding 2 more 9/11s happen? That's crazy. Even I haven't said that. I said maybe 1 more might happen. You know what I mean? So that we could get those recruitment numbers up. This motherfucker said 2 more 9/11s. Hell yeah.
When the spike got
That's
planted.
light work. 9/11.
Oh my
Let's
God.
go.
What a round
Two
finish.
more. Two more.
Wow. Wow. This guy's out of control, dude. This guy's out of control. What is this? Video explaining what happened to John Fetterman? Bro, this is a channel with 2.96K subscribers with 36 views from 16 minutes ago. Are you the person who made this video? How did you find this video? It has 36 views and 7 comments. There ain't no fucking way, dude. He's cool, be nice. No, I mean, I have no issues with this content creator. I don't know. No shade to the smaller content creators. No, I'm just like shocked that you were able to find this. No, it's just a podcast I listen to. It's a re-upload. We'll take a look at it maybe later. HasanAbi head is condensing your stun locks. Oh, I saw this. Content condensed. I watched this one, the 4 breaths Asmongold debate. I thought this came up on my fucking YouTube For You page, and I thought it was a great video. Anyway, let's finish this and then we'll look at this. It's actually pretty funny.
Day to day, but how far have we come? And like, why are these people even acceptable? This is like it's disgusting that this is how they're behaving. And why are they attacking each other personally? They have enough to attack each other on their views. They don't need to attack each other on their eyelashes and their hair.
Here, what's depressing?
What do you mean attack each other on their views? Like the Omar Hirsch show you promoted is now over 700K followers. Hell yeah, baby. Yeah. Decorum, people. It's like, who violated the decorum? Who violated decorum first? Who violated the decorum first? In an obvious way to invoke emotional reactions out of the other person, and then got defended by the institution. Who did that? Don't you think that that's important to acknowledge?
Pressing about this is that it's not that unusual for the House these days. I mean, whether it was Kevin McCarthy's many rounds to get elected speaker, people getting in each other's faces, they almost started hitting each other during that. And so it's not just these 3 women. I've watched the men behave unbelievable, calling each other names. The House is in absolute chaos, and we have been electing a lot of clowns in this country, and we are getting a circus.
I'm sure that it has always been true that there are clowns in the House of Representatives. They're all.
Yeah, there's clowns in the fucking Senate too. It is wild that they're saying, you know, everybody is everybody's out here being clowns. Wait, what the fuck? Der Spiegel hit the fucking nichts gelernt. 75 Jahre Bundesrepublik. Spiegel cover for Germany's 75th anniversary is quite striking. Doubt that they're talking about Israel though. They're probably talking about the AFD. Anyway, this is once again God, I'm all over the place. This is once again civility politics in full display. You got a motherfucker who is like a bloodthirsty war criminal talking about civility on a fucking panel being like, yeah, there's so many clowns in Congress. It's like, I would rather have, and I don't even give a shit about Marjorie Taylor Greene. I would rather have every single congressperson use bad words, okay, get emotional in either direction, as a matter of fact, as long as they were all vociferously anti-Iraq war, okay? I don't give a shit about the civility. I don't care. I don't care at all. The reason why I don't like Donald Trump is not because he is uncivil. The reason why I don't like Donald Trump is because he's a racist piece of shit, okay? He is a right-wing reactionary monster. For these liberals, the only thing they give a fuck about is that, like, Donald Trump is so gross. I hate it. Oh, God. Like, I like that Donald Trump is uncivil. That's why that's one aspect of him that I like. He's funny. I don't give a shit about the optics of it.
Also used to be a career path where you put your head down, you did the work, you amassed some seniority, you built a staff, you built a reputation, you built partnerships, and you passed laws, which is what you were there to do. And this
is why I always say baboon in a suit when talking about like Western officials, because they wear a suit and tie, which obviously is supposed to showcase, like, you know, some level of like elitism, some level of superiority. Like, look at us, we're so well put together, while they advocate for some of the most violent, uncivil actions of all time. David Fromm's existence is a perfect representation of that.
This is the comic and eye-catching side of the problem with the Congresses of the past few years, which is they're remarkably unproductive. And, you know, when you think about problems that Americans have, from the cost of nursing home care to how do you get health insurance, to climate change, to are the taxes too high, to the debates as we have this all-party consensus that is building in favor of more protectionism and trying to enrich ourselves by keeping out foreign goods, that these are things that you would think that the House of Representatives should be having a voice on, but laws don't get passed, this stuff happens. And so this you can see, and it gives you an idea. It's important as a clue to all the things that you don't see because they are not happening.
One thing about this, too, is that it does come down to leadership. I mean, James Comer, this was his committee that devolved into this back and forth. Here was how he tried to explain what happened.
I don't know if you've noticed that I have 2 hearing aids. I'm very deaf. I'm not understanding. Everybody's yelling. I'm doing the best I can. Can we not recognize Ms. Greene and let her get?
We cannot, because of the rules of the committee, Mr. Chair.
I sort of wonder how he didn't hear this piece of it. Watch.
We're not gonna do this. Look, you guys earlier literally just
You just voted to do it.
Y'all did it first, so you don't
just
want to talk
voted to do it.
Order.
I'm trying to get clarification.
Look at
and
yelling.
You don't want
Calm
me to
down.
Be,
Can
no,
you please calm down?
Don't tell me to calm down.
Calm down.
Because y'all
Please
talk
calm
noise,
down.
and then you
You're
can't
out of
take
control.
Because if I
Look,
come,
Chairman,
if I
can
come
we
and
send
talk
take a
about
break
her,
for 5
y'all
minutes?
gonna have a problem.
Megan?
I mean, it's like a circus. And like it's a circus where people are screaming at each other. I mean, I guess Comer couldn't blame his wife because he didn't think of that excuse fast enough to solve this problem. That seems to be what we're blaming people for today. I just don't understand how this is like acceptable behavior from our lawmakers who need to be passing laws. People actually have issues in this country, and we need to have actual laws.
You know, one of the things that's been interesting about voters, we ask about Congress a lot.
Yeah.
And it's funny, they very much want results, but they do not want compromise. And voters in this country seem to have lost the plot that it requires compromise to get results, which is, I think, why you now see people reaching for sort of the strongman authoritarian types, because they have forgotten that actually
If a black woman started it, she would have the sole responsibility, but because a white woman started it, it's always them, they. Ugh, I hate this world. Yeah. No, for sure. If Jasmine Crockett was the first person to fucking pop off on Marjorie Taylor Greene in that exact same category, in that exact same way, you know they would be like, oh, it's really, really unacceptable the way that she's behaving. So uppity, you know, something like that. Just like fucking racially loaded terminology. Because it's a black woman who responded, they're basically fucking saying both sides. But like I said, I don't personally give a shit Okay, I don't care. I don't care that they like pop off. I think it's great. Yeah, I mean, there was a woman who, I mean, there was this person who called it ghetto, like literally. I think I tabbed out of that, but.
The way this body is supposed to function is by doing the hard work, putting their heads down, reaching a compromise that makes everybody a little bit unhappy and a little bit happy, and ultimately you get something done for the American people. And so people want things done. They don't want them to compromise. They want them to be in opposition like that, and that's why we have all this dysfunction.
Yeah, well, I mean, and to what you were saying, David, too, when celebrity seems to be the goal of coming to Congress, you end up in situations like this.
Well, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez is sort of an example of this because, look, Marjorie Taylor Greene has no choice but to be Marjorie Taylor Greene. That's just, there's no upper floor of the building there. But Ocasio-Cortez has potential to go in a number of different ways in her career. And that the incentives are pulling her toward the Instagram influencer, the viral moment, the no big bills path.
I will say Ocasio-Cortez is not always like this in committee hearings. I mean, she was jumping in defending someone, and she actually was the one who knew the rules of the committee, was using them to her, and she's usually very prepared for these hearings. But continue.
Okay, so she has a path. I mean, I think what we're also coping with is this is a Congress that doesn't have a majority in the House of Representatives, the inhibitions, what might happen under a different political culture is the speaker would put together a working majority, half of his party, a third of the other party, and build a majority from the center out. But that is completely prohibited by the culture of the modern House of Representatives. That's how actually things were often done in the past, especially in the 50s.
Bro, you advocated for the Iraq war. You literally personally added Iran to the axis of evil speech. That was David Frum, right? I don't want to get my fucking white dudes in the Bush administration mixed up. But I'm pretty sure he was literally the guy who personally added Iran and North Korea into the axis of evil speech famously. And is he also Canadian? I thought Brett Stevens was the Canadian one. Was he also the fucking Canadian guy? Oh, we got to shut down. We got to shut it down, dude. Canada not sending their best, as always.
50s and 60s, when the partisanship was a little more blurry, you would have this functioning coalition of the center of moderate Democrat, usually with a Democratic speaker, or in those days, always with a Democratic speaker. Yeah. But putting some of the Democratic members out to the margins, putting many of the Republican members out to the margins. But our political culture doesn't allow that middle out coalition anymore.
It does not.